Suzhou is located in the middle east part of China, just near Shanghai. It's truly one of the most special cities in China, known for its rich history and incredible well-preserved old town. But at the same time, it's also a modern powerhouse with futuristic architecture and a thriving economy. So if you want to understand China, Suzhou should be on your list. We are a team that specializes in helping visitors explore the deep and more authentic side of China. You can call me Anson. In here, one thing we have noticed that is most foreign visitors honestly have no idea what to do here in this city. The information online is all over the place, but it is hard to plan a wonderful exploring when everything is in bits and pieces. So in our first episode, we are here to clean things up. We collected some of the most common questions during our services. From what to do to how to do it, to transport instructions, or we'll give you real answer at once. If you have ever thought, I want to explore the city but I don't know where to start, trust me, this video will help you a lot, and if you still have questions after watching, just drop a comment below or message us. Let's go to the first question. The question one is, what can I do in Suzhou? What kind of experiences are allowed there? Let's kick things off with the biggest question we got. What is there actually can do in Suzhou? I like to break it down into four categories. The first one is history and culture. The second is the nature sceneries. The third is hands-on experiences. The fourth is the shopping. Now here is the real deal. Suzhou is all about histories. The other stuff, shopping, sightseeing, experiences, they are all awesome, but they are all the supporting cast, in my opinion. The city has over 2,500 years of history, and for more than 500 histories, it's been one of the richest cities in China. Walking around the old towns feel like walking through a living museum. You have got ancient bridge, classical gardens, old residents. Every corner has a story. Speaking of the garden, you have probably heard Suzhou classical gardens are famous, right? But there is something most people don't realize. There are other cities in China with classical gardens too, such as Hangzhou and Yangzhou. So why is Suzhou's reputation so strong? In my opinion, it's because many of the classical garden here was built by legendary figures like famous poeters, scholars, government officials in histories. So they weren't just a pretty place, they was the personal expression of their owners' idea and values. So yeah, if you love histories and Chinese culture, you will love Suzhou. As for nature scenery, Suzhou is most flat, and you can expect about dramatic mountains or a wild river. Instead, you will get vast lake and peaceful rural views, often combined with ancient towns and temples. About special experiences we can get here, Suzhou has a rich tradition of craftsmanship, from silk embroideries to handmade sweet to fine tea. You can actually visit the workshop and try some of it by yourselves, learn how something as simple as trees become an artwork worth more than gold. You can actually learn something from this. Finally, the shopping. Suzhou is one of the Chinese richest city. No joke, GPT for now is higher than some European countries like Portuguese. So there is plenty of shopping mall here. But if you are after an ordinary luxury brand, this might not be the best spot. But if you are into silk productions, traditional clothing, handmade gifts, tea, or local treats, this is where you're gonna do the shop. Chances are, even if you buy those things in the other city in China, they may probably made in Suzhou anyway. Let's go to the question 2. How many days should I spend in Suzhou? So, how long should you stay in Suzhou? Honestly, it depends on what kind of traveler you are. If you are just here for the highlights and only want to explore the old towns, then 2 or 3 days is totally enough. You can see the main gardens, take a boat ride, visit a few temples, take a stroll on the ancient streets. You will get a good feeling for the place. But if you have got more time, and hopefully you do like 4 to 5 days, it will let you dive deeper. You can check out the surrounding water towns, nearly city districts, and maybe even go a little off the beaten path. Got a whole week or more perfectly, you will be able to experience Suzhou in full histories, food, nature, crafts, and even some countryside. People said Suzhou isn't a city that you can conquer in one trip. It is one of those places that grow on you. Every time you come back, you will find something new, so don't rush it. Take your time. The best way to enjoy Suzhou is enjoying it slowly. Question 3. I want to fully explore Suzhou's old towns. How should I plan my route? Alright, let's talk about navigations. Suzhou's old town is not random, it's super structured, and there is a cool story behind it. Take a look at this map. It's called Pinjiang Tu. Tu means the map, and this map draw way back in AD 1223, when China was still in Southern Song Dynasty. Here is some fact. Suzhou actually has a few different names throughout history, such as Gusu, Pinjiang, and of course Suzhou. So this is Suzhou's map nearly 1,000 years ago. If you look at the ancient map and compare it to the modern digital maps, the old city layout is still there. The square-shaped area webbed by a moat that's the original city walls. Now here is an easy way to plan your trip. We can divide the old towns into 4 parts using 2 lines. From the east to west line is Ganjiang Road, and from north to south line is Renmin Road. The Ru translation to English is the road. Let's give us 4 quadrants. The first part is the northeast part we call the Pinjiang area. This is where most action is, super dense, super walkable, and full of iconic spots like Pinjiang Road, Pinjiang Street, also you can call. It's a charming ancient street with a lot of historical buildings, museums, and interesting hidden spots. And we got the humble administrator's garden. It's said to be the king of all Suzhou's classical garden. And we got Lion Grove Garden. The Beishi Pagoda is said to be the Beishi Ta. Its translation to English is the Beishi Pagoda. And we got Suzhou museums. Those are all iconic spots of Suzhou. So if it's your first time here, definitely start from these regions. You can explore most places just by walking. 1 or 2 days in these areas will give you a great intro to what Suzhou is all about. The second part is northwestern part, we call the Taohuawu area. This part's more residential, but still has some cool place. It's where Tang Bohu is a famous point and the painters used to live. His house has now become a culture complex through its little bit thoroughly. A better pick is called Changmen. It's a part of ancient city walls. Back in the days, this was the busiest trading port in the regions. Basically the Wall Street of ancient China. Just like old paintings more than 3,000 years ago show how prosperous this place used to be. Now we can climb this part of city walls from one of the few high viewpoints in the old city. The third part is southwest part, the Panmen area. This zone is a history live streams. Highlights include Panmen, its original city gate still standing for the histories. And we got Suzhou Confucius Temple with the world's earliest stone carving city map and the star chart in it. We got Changlang Pavilion, says to be the oldest garden in Suzhou and the original of all Suzhou classical garden. If you are into ancient architectures and historical vibe, you will love it here. The fourth part is southeast part, the Tin Pagoda area. This one is the most off radar. That means few tourists more localized. It's got the Master of Nest Garden. It's the only Chinese classical garden that has been exported to the other countries. We got Twin Pagoda Temple, and we got the Guantai Wei River. It's Guantai Wei He. This is what Pinjiang Road looks like before the tourism. Super peaceful, perfect for slow walk and deep exploration. The fifth part is bonus part we call the Tiger Hill and Santan Street areas. This area is in the northwest corner just outside the moat. You have got Tiger Hill. It's a large garden park areas and the Santan Street, which is gorgeous at night when the red lanterns is light up. You will know what is called Oriental aesthetics looks like. The two places are connected by a river, so you can even take a side boat from one to the other. Question 4. I want to visit Suzhou's garden, but I hate cloud. Where should I go? Suzhou Garden, they are world famous, and for good reasons, most people go straight for the big four. Include the humble administrator's garden, the Lime Grove Garden, the Ringling Garden, and the Changlang Pavilions. But there is what most tourists don't know. There are actually over 108 classical gardens officially registered in Suzhou. Some are tucked away inside temple or old houses, some are small, quiet, and almost hidden. So if you want to skim the cloud but still get the poetic Suzhou feeling, then go explore the less known one. For example, humble administrator's garden and the Lime Grove Garden are super popular but often packed. Ringling Garden is outside the moat but still busy. Changlang Pavilion and the Must of Nest Garden way calmer, and not to be sad, a lot of the classical garden lies in the other district of Suzhou. It is not flashy, but you will find space to browse, think, and really take it all in. So if you are curious, drop us a message. We will send you a full list of gardens worth checking out. Question 5. How should I express a Chinese classical garden well? Now, this is a great question. Visiting a garden in Suzhou isn't like walking through a regular park. It's depth, it's way depth. So my advice is to express it in two levels. One is the spiritual level. Learn about who dominated the building process of the garden and why they want a garden. Here is the questions. What kind of people will want to build a garden in ancient China? You have to understand, from the particular living standpoint, traditional gardens weren't very convenient. In fact, they were often deliberately designed to be inconvenient for daily lives, with windy paths and a lot of man-made obstacles scattered throughout. Like I said before, those weren't just rich guys building pretty backyard. They were scholars, pointers, officials, people with deep thought and dreams. Building a garden was never just about being rich. Wealthy who purely focused on the practically would usually build in the traditional courtyard home like SUZHOU in Beijing. But those who were both wealthy and cultures were the ones truly passionate about creating gardens. You know, it's a space rich in symbolism and meanings. So they express their values and worldviews by building classical gardens, turn their philosophies into something you can actually see and walk through. Another is the material level. Look at how the garden was made. The architecture, the layout, the stones, the pavilion, or any other exquisite details. Here is an old Chinese saying. 17 is the owner and 13 is the craftsman. That means the soul of the garden comes from the owner's versions, but the beauty, that's thanks to the artisan who brought it to life. So here is my advice is, before you go, read a bit about the garden's history and get know some of original owner's philosophical thought. So when you are inside the garden, walk slowly, listen, and feeling the space like it speaks to you. Trust me, this is the better ways to visit a Chinese classical garden. Question 6. Kinda done with the city view. Are there exquisite nature spots around Suzhou? Totally get that. After a few days in the old towns, you might want to stretch your legs, breathe some fresh air, and see a different side of Suzhou. So let me introduce you to the nature side of the city. Suzhou's scenery is equal to the big lake, plus soft mountains, plus human histories. Here got two major lake regions, Tai Lake and Yangcheng Lake. And trust me, Tai Lake is the one you don't want to miss. In there you can climb one of the lowest mountain, Dongshan East Mountain or Xishan West Mountain, and get the amazing bird view of the lake, dotted with the ancient village and the tea field. After your hike, you can take a stroll into one of the ancient village, grab a local made tea, eat something fresh from the farm, and just chill. It's peaceful, it's slowly, and it's very different from the city vibe. two best spots around Tai Lake is the Dongshanzhen and the Xishanzhen is East Mountain Town and the West Mountain Town. Both about 1 hour from downtown Suzhou by car. In there, you don't need to be super fit, just enough for a gentle hike. What about Yangcheng Lake? Yangcheng is mostly known for one thing: crabs, hairy crabs. Every fall season, those things are a big deal. They are served in restaurants all over China, and they were said to be the best when they come straight from Tai Lake, from the Yangcheng Lake. But the surrounding area is pretty modern now, so if you are looking for nature, stick with Tai Lake. But if you come in autumn and want the crab feast, then Yangcheng Lake was a quick trip. Question 7. How can I experience real local life and culture in Suzhou? I love guests asking this. If you want to go beyond the guidebook and really see how local life, first start with the old towns, but skim the main streets. You can grab a bike, open a map, and just explore the side alleys. Suzhou Old Town is like a giant living museum, like I said before, but here is difference is not the museum behind the glass. People still living here. They cooked, shop, chat, raising kids. In the home, they may be hundreds of years old. It is very different from those modern fake old towns you might be seeing in other Chinese cities. So take your time, wander through the neighborhoods, peek into local markets, visiting temples and the church which tucked between alleyways. And don't need to worry about safety. Suzhou is extremely safe. As long as you are respectful, locals are often happy to smile and say hello. If you are lucky, you might get invited in for tea to experience more about local traditions. You can come during one of the Chinese festivals, like Ruler's New Year's, the Lantern Festivals, or Mid-Autumn Festivals. As for the local experiences, Suzhou has been rich for many centuries, so it is naturally become a hub of fine crafts and artisan work. Here are just a few traditional skills that you can see or try by yourself, like silk embroideries. It is unbelievable detail works often done by hand. And we got Suzhou style pastries. It's soft, it's sweet, and full of local flavor. And we got Biluo green tea. It's a tea grown in the hair around the Tai Lake. It's very expensive tea in China. And we got golden brick making. It's a traditional building materials made with tremendous handy skills. And we got the jade carving. It is smooth, symbolic, and very elegant. Those are not just tourist show. You can actually visit the real workshop, meet the artisans, and sometimes even try making something with yourselves. We will be covering some of those crafts in future episodes. There is someone you're curious about, let us know. Question 8. Is there nightlife in Suzhou? Where can I go for bar? Okay, real talk. Suzhou is not exactly known for the wild nightlife. In the old town, things start to quiet down around 10 p.m. Shop closed, street empty out, and you will feel like the city is going to sleep. But there is one place that keep going late. It's called the Shiquan Jie, translation to English, Shiquan Street. And if you are a night elf, this is your spot. If at midnight you will find bars, small pubs, and late night eating open and buzzing. The lively stretch is near Renmin Road, so head there if you want to grab a drink or just soak in the night vibe. It is not a party scene like Shanghai, but it's cozy, safe, and pretty chill, perfect for a quiet night out. If you are looking for some wonderful nightclub, it will be outside the ancient city. And if you want to find some, you can just left a comment to see and recommend it from the people who have been to there, or you can message us. We will help you find some. Question 9. How to get to Suzhou and choose the best way to travel? Well, first and first, Suzhou doesn't has its own airport. Yes, there's something even local joke about. Don't worry, there are a lot of airports nearby. We got Wuxi Shuofang Airport, and mostly Shanghai Hongqiao and Pudong International Airport. Most travelers fly into Shanghai, especially for the international flights. From there, you can just hop on a high-speed train. It only takes about 30 minutes to get to Suzhou. So, Which train station should I choose? Suzhou actually has 4 high-speed train stations: Suzhou Station, Suzhou North Station, Suzhou South Stations, Kunshan South Stations. But if you are coming to the old city, make sure you chose Suzhou stations. What about getting around the city? Inside the old towns, I don't recommend driving. Here is why. Non-local cars are restricted in many areas. Roads are narrow and the traffic can get intense. Parking is a nightmare. The best way to get around is using a map with ride-hailing like Didi, the Chinese Ubers, or the metro simply. If you want to more flexibility, rent an e-bike or bicycle is also a great option. They are super easy to rent, but please follow the local rules. Always wear a helmet, not ride with passengers, stick to the bike lane. If you are heading to Tai Lake or other scenic areas around Suzhou, then renting a car can actually be a good idea. The roads are excellent conditions and it's a nice way to see more of the countryside. Alright, let's wrap it up. Suzhou is a city full of histories, culture, and soul, from its classical gardens and the ancient bridge to the handmade pastries and the traditional crafts. Everything here tells the stories of Jiangnan, its Chinese poetic, water-rich self-reliant regions. At the same time, Suzhou is also a modern city. It has got skyscrapers, a trendy cafe, nightlife, shopping mall, you name it. So whether you are into peaceful ancient vibes or lively urban adventures, I truly believe that you will find something that speaks to you. Thank you for watching. I'm Anson, and I will see you in the next episode. And still, if you have any questions after watching this, welcome to message us or leave a comment below.